symptoms of allergic rhinitis are quite annoying and irritating, but by following the preventive and management measures, what I have told, to the types, there are mainly three types. Complication of allergic rhinitis, symptoms of allergic rhinitis, the common allergens which are responsible for allergic rhinitis. Next, coming to the causes. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking about allergic rhinitis, also known as hay fever. This is an allergic reaction when the immune system of the body overreacts to the allergens which is present in the air, and it mainly affects the nasal passages. Next, coming to the types, there are mainly three types, that is seasonal allergic rhinitis, perennial allergic rhinitis, and occupational allergic rhinitis. Coming to the seasonal allergic rhinitis, so here the symptoms are not present throughout the year, only in particular seasons when the allergens are prevalent. And the allergens here, they are mainly like pollen from tree, grass, or weed. Next is a perennial allergic rhinitis. In this, the symptoms are persistent throughout the year, and here mainly the allergens which are responsible are indoor allergens such as dust, mite, mold, cockroach droppings. Next is the occupational allergic rhinitis. This is because of the allergens which are present in the occupational area or the workplace of the person. Now let us see some of the common allergens which are responsible for allergic rhinitis. In that, first one is outdoor allergens, which comprises of pollen, that is tree pollen, which is common in spring season, grass pollen, which peaks in the late spring and summer, weed pollen, that is common in late summer and fall. Next is mold spores, that is found in soil, decaying leaves, and damp environments, and it peaks in warm, humid weather, but it can be present in other season as well. Next, coming to the indoor allergens, and it consists of dust mites, that is found in household dust, pet dander, those are the tiny flakes of skin which is shed by animals like cat, dog, and rodents. Next is the cockroach droppings. Then we have indoor mold, that is found in damp areas like bathroom, basement, and kitchen. Then there is occupational allergens, that is allergens which is present in the workplace of the area, and this can depend for biological allergens or chemical allergens or anything like that. It depends on the occupation of the person. Next, coming to the causes. First one is genetic factor, that is if there is a family history of allergy in the family or even family history of asthma, then the person is predisposed to have allergic rhinitis. Next is immune system dysregulation, that is overproduction of IgE antibodies in reaction to the or in response to the allergens. Next is environmental and lifestyle factors, mainly pollution, exposure to air pollution such as diesel exhaust and industrial emissions may sensitize the nasal mucosa to allergens. Also, exposure to cigarette smoke, strong odors can lead to the development of allergic rhinitis. Next, coming to the symptoms of allergic rhinitis, first one is sneezing, that is frequent and repetitive sneezing, especially after exposure to allergens. Then runny nose, typically the thin watery discharge which is profuse can be seen. Then there is itching of nose, itching of eyes, ears, and throat. Also, there can be redness of eyes, watering from eyes, swelling around the eyes, then fullness in the ear. Okay, then there can be coughing, there can be headache, nasal congestion, post-nasal dripping, reduced concentration and productivity, disturbed sleep, fatigue, frequent sinus infection, and transverse nasal crease, that is a horizontal line which is formed across the nose due to frequent rubbing of nose in the upward direction. Complication of allergic rhinitis, first one is chronic sinusitis, second one is middle ear infection, third one is exacerbation of asthma, fourth one is sleep disturbance, fifth one is impaired quality of life because of fatigue, reduced concentration, irritability, and reduced productivity. Sixth one is nasal polyp. Seventh one is increased risk of respiratory infections. Eighth one is epistaxis or nosebleed. Next is how to prevent or manage allergic rhinitis. First thing is try to avoid exposure to allergens as much as possible by staying indoor during the season where there is allergen in the air, or you can use mask while going out in such cases, or while going out in places where there is pollution or nasal irritants which can cause symptoms of allergic rhinitis. Second one is use air filter, air purifiers to reduce mold growth. Third one is clean regularly, especially clean the bedding, curtain and soft furnishes in order to prevent from development of dust. Fourth one is avoid pet dander and keep the pet hygienic. Fifth one is control mold, that is fix leaks and clear damp areas regularly. Sixth one is avoid smoke, perfume, strong cleaning chemicals that can irritate the nasal passages. Seventh one is stay hydrated. Eighth one is strengthen immune system, that is by having a balanced diet, having a regular exercise and by adopting stress management techniques for overall health. Ninth one is diet. Go for anti-inflammatory food, that is food which is rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Tenth one is exercise. Regular exercise can improve the immune system. 11th one is steam inhalation, which will help to reduce the nasal congestion. 12th one is identify and manage the triggers. Though the symptoms of allergic rhinitis are quite annoying and irritating, but by following the preventive and management measures, what I have told, you can try to avoid development of symptoms of allergic rhinitis. I hope you got a detailed information about allergic rhinitis and this video was useful. If it was, do share it with your friends and family and remember to subscribe to my channel and start your journey on being healthy. If you have any doubts or any questions, leave it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.